So seriousness and devoting. I never forget this woman, American woman. American soldier woman. First when she met with me, how come you allow yourselves to marry more than one wife? What would be the feeling of the first wife? I've been explaining to her, explaining. Subhanallah. Then suddenly, we used to be having a tent. You know, this was in 1994. Second coming of the Americans, to Saudi Arabia, when this war that happened. And I used to be staying in a tent of da'wah. Tent. And alhamdulillah, you can't imagine. Almost every day we have something like 10, 15 American soldiers who decide to become Muslim. Wallahi. I spent 2 months in that tent. I never forget those 2 months in my life. Those are the best ever 2 months in my life. I never forget them. But something good was occurring with this girl. She's 18 years, blonde. I know many of you will be saying Sayan. See, Filipino people are laughing. They know the word Sayan. I wish I convert her. So she become Muslim and I marry her. In many people, when they think about converting people, it may suit them. They begin giving da'wah to women before men. Like some people said, I want to go to Bosnia and Herzegovina and fight for the sake of Allah there. So he said, then why don't you go to Somalia? No, Somalia. No. So this young woman, suddenly, after a couple of days, she said to me, look guys, if I want to go out and date somebody among the soldiers, I can do that easily. But there's something I feel in your tent. You are significantly devoted, committed to your faith. I can see the practice of the faith in this tent, something that attracts me here. I don't like to go out, I want to stay here in this tent. You can imagine that those people are deprived from this beautiful faith, from the delightness of faith. After a couple of days, subhanAllah, this woman became Muslim. The Bible she had, it looks like a scriptures, ancient scriptures, because of the extreme usage of those papers. And suddenly she became Muslim. From that moment, after she becoming Muslim, she was very happy, she was crying, and people were asking, why are you crying like this? She said, don't ask me, I'm very happy. Don't think I'm sad. I'm crying because I'm happy. As one Filipina sister, after she converted to Islam, she was crying. And I asked her, do you remember we've been talking about the contact? She said, yes, now I can feel the contact. Before I did not feel it. She used to be a dedicated Christian. She said, no, but I didn't feel the contact really, in reality. Now I can feel the contact. So seriousness and perseverance and confidence are very important, and you have to do that. Before we talk about the matter of Aqeedah, these things should be should be built in your body before you think about anything, because if you don't have them, you don't have the elements for achieving and giving. And by the way, also, many people, they like to give, but they don't like to take. They give lecture. They like to give lecture. This is empty. If anybody is thirsty, and I give him this, yeah, it's empty. And if you're empty and you want to give something, you can't give. You have to get something, you have to get the knowledge so you can give the knowledge. Because if you don't have the knowledge and you want to give, you'll be given ignorance. It's very important. طيب.